Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya wa mursaleen nabiyyina wa habibina wa imam al-muttaqeen amma ba'd. In continuing to benefit from the story of Adam alayhi salam, we learn some of those characteristics that will cause ruin for an individual. And we learn this from the one who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informed us as being our clear enemy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after mentioning the virtue of Adam, that one, Allah created him with his hands. Allah gave him knowledge of all things. Allah then told the malaika to prostrate to Adam. Not as ibadah, but means as honor and respect. As sujood al-ibadah, the prostration of worship is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we learn this because Mu'adh ibn Jabal, radiallahu anhu, the most knowledgeable of the Sahaba of halal and haram, when he went to Sham, the Levant region, he observed that the people of the book would bow, prostrate to the people of knowledge, their priests, the people that they had respect for. So he felt that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was more deserving of this. So he came and he did this. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما هذا يا معاذ? What is this, O Mu'adh? And he mentioned to him that he saw the people in Sham doing this. And the Prophet Muhammad said, فَلَا تَفْعَلُوا, do not do this. If I was to command anyone to prostrate, it would be the wife to her husband. But this was something that was abrogated for us. As Muslims, we cannot do this. So sometimes you find Muslims in some cultures, out of respect, when they give salam to the imam, they bow down, all these things. This is not to be done. Once you keep their back straight, give salam. But don't bow. La. We also learn that this was something permitted before from the story of Yusuf alayhi salam. But as for us as Muslims, prostration is not to be done to anyone. But Allah commanded the malaika to prostrate. And with them was Iblis. However, all of the malaika, they prostrated except for Iblis. Iblis, la. Aba wastakbara wa kana min al-kafirin. He refused and had arrogance and pride. He's from those who disbelieved, those who rejected the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Allah asked him, why have you not prostrated to that which I created with both my hands? He said, Ana khayrun minhu, I'm better than him. Khalaqatani min nar wa khalaqatu min tin. You created me from fire and created him from clay. وهذا أول قياس الباطل. This was the first type of analogy of falsehood. To have this self-proclaimed ideology that you are better than someone else because you are from this person's from that. And we see this today. A person thinks they're better than someone else because of their color of their skin or their social status and the likes. But we know from Islam, إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. The best of you in the sight of Allah are those who have at-taqwa. So these three characteristics that we alluded to, that we learn from this, that are very destructive, is one, al-kibr. The first one being arrogance. The second, al-hasad. The second one is envy and jealousy. And the last is hirs. And this is when a person is selfish, thinking about themselves. This raghba that is madhmuma, these desires that are dispraised. So these desires that are not good desires, these are the things that lead a person to their destruction. Hasad, being jealous of what Allah has favored others with. Al-kibr, huwa batr al-haq wa ghamt al-nas, that you reject the truth and you belittle the people. All of these characteristics we find in Iblis. So the Muslim, when they listen to these stories in the Quran, we should observe the characteristics that are pleasing to Allah and adorn ourselves with them, and learn those characteristics that are displeasing to Allah and try our utmost best to stay far away from them. Assalamu alaikum.